Why is it not focusing on me?
K to the E to the K, nah, KK.
Boss, if you see every time I want to do, don't miss in the time when you got it. She was mine, to my gypsy girl, something to myself.
Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. It is your favorite girl, Imani Bailey, and it is with promise that I am delivering this video to you all. I love you so much. I'm so thankful for every last one of you. If you are new here, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and if you want an email or notification every time I upload a video, go ahead and click the bell button. If not, the subscribe button is totally fine. It is free. Now that we're over and done with that, if you are not new here, welcome back, loves. I love you. I'm thankful for you. And let's get right into the video. Now, everything is in no particular order. I'm going to start off with books, and then I'm going to move to podcasts and gurus, YouTube channels that I listen to, and then we're going to wrap it up with journals. So the first book right now, just because I'm currently reading this book, is about gratitude. Now, this book read the mess out of me yesterday. It handed me my life yesterday, because every night I go ahead and start off with reading. This is the book right here. Of course, everything will be linked down below in my description box. Pay no attention to my ghetto nails. Alrighty, so this book is called Gratitude, the key to unlock the key to unlock the door of God's provision for his children. And this book is by Rev Wisdom. The book is by Rev Wisdom. And there's a picture of him on the back of the book, and it talks about the book. Now, a little insight, I'm going to give a little snippet into every book just to keep this video a little short, but I know people love snippets to books and what it's about. The book is about gratitude, but gratitude is more than just about saying thank you. A lot of people think that gratitude has to do with, okay, I get something and I say thank you, I'm thankful for you all, and I just keep it pushing with my days. Gratitude is about living in that moment and standing in solidarity for what people and for what God has done for you. For an example, if you truly have gratitude towards God or towards what people have done for you, you won't complain when things are hard. A small example is like, you know, when we were children, and say if I wanted a new lip gloss that came out that was limited edition by MAC, and my mom bought me the new lip gloss that was like $30 for some lip gloss, and I told her, thank you so much, I'm very thankful for this is the best lip gloss ever, you're the best mom ever. And then next week when the new collection drops at MAC and I want the new limited edition lip gloss, and my mom says, hey, I can't afford to spend $31 on lip gloss, I can't get it for you this time around, I complain to my friends. That shows that I was not as thankful or had gratitude towards my mom when she got me something. So you can think about times in your life where if you've complained because something has gotten hard, something was hard for you, you weren't making the quota, you didn't perform how you thought you were going to perform or how you wanted to perform, and then you started to complain. It shows us that we are not truly grateful for the things if we complain, if we go to complaining and saying that we need every time we fall short. So this book does a better job of explaining it than me, but I feel like I wrapped it up, honey. It does a really good job. It has many examples of how you can improve your gratitude, and examples in the Bible of how there were, you know, people were had ingratitude towards God, and things not to do, because you don't want to be on the outs with God or with others that he's placed in your life because you complain. That's this book. I love it. I love it. Shout out to like Dr. Michelle. She's the one who recommended this book, and we're going to talk about her later on in the video. This is the book I just finished up reading. It's called The Way, and funny story, I do not believe in coincidences. So if you came across this video, it is for a reason. Hi, I love you, and I'm glad that you are here. This book I did not think about, didn't even know that it existed, wasn't even thinking about celibacy at the time, and I'm gonna of course have a video about that as well. However, the lady who does my Brazilian waxes for me, we stumbled upon the conversation, and she told me that I should read this book, and God was really speaking through this girl. He sent me a sign that I needed to read this book. So I was like, okay, sure, yeah, whatever. And weeks and weeks later, I ended up purchasing the book. It was actually one of the best books that I have read this year. It is by Megan Good and her husband, Devon Franklin. It is about celibacy. However, not just celibacy. The whole book is not just about sex. It's about celibacy, God's plan, why celibacy is important, and it explores their relationship. It explores how they met each other, and within waiting, God will open doors in your life through financial, through weight loss, through health, through anything that you want to do. It also puts into perspective about love and real love, and if you do want to be married one day as a woman. One important quote that I took from this book was, I should give you an important quote from all of the books that I really like. This one had really good quotes. This one has really good quotes. So if you're thinking about it, like I said, it goes into finances, it goes into career-wise, it goes into practicing celibacy opens doors to all aspects of your life other than just waiting for sex, what a lot of people think and what I thought it was about. So one thing about this in a relationship perspective, it was one quote that says, you don't want a man with a lack of sexual discipline. That will set the foundation of infidelity in a marriage. Now, it really put in perspective, like, wow, if people cannot control their sexual urges while they're single, what makes you think they control it while they are married to you? So that is The Wait. Oh, I love this book. No one's paying me for this, but y'all, these books are life, like, oh my goodness. Next book. This book was a super easy read. I finished it within a couple of hours. It's small, but it is mighty, and it's called He Is Lying, Sis, and it's by Stephen. I'm not even gonna say his last name, but it's by Stephen Speaks on Instagram, if you follow him on Instagram or on Twitter, or know his website. His book, He Is Lying, Sis, is a good book. It talks about how men can manipulate and lie to women, and there's a lot of things I wish that I've read before I even gotten into some relationships. It taught me a lot. And this is a really good book. Look, I just love the title, like, He's Lying, Sis. Like, I was like, I have to get this. I gotta get it. And the second book, I can count everything, sis. I'm just so excited. Like, I hope y'all can feel my energy through this video. That's how excited I am to talk about these things. This one is called Finding Love After Heartbreak Volume 1, and it's by Stephen as well. His ad name is Stephen Speaks. And I bought this book right after I got out of a relationship, and I needed to, just heal. And you can see from the cover, it helps with healing. This book has handed me my life. Like, you ever had a book somebody read you down, like just shade you? This book shaded me, but it also helped me, and I'm still working through some things. I do want to mention with this book, it's not just reading it. You have to practice. I don't want to say practice, but you have like exercises that you need to do and questions that you need to answer, stuff that you need to write down, which is why it's taken me a little longer. Like, the book is not that thick. However, it's taken me a little longer because I do have like assignments that I have to do with this book. This is number one. It's mainly about healing through things and not distracting yourself through things. So a lot of people go through life. I know personally with me and my testimony, I have distracted myself and not been able to sit down and heal and just feel the things that I needed to feel, mourn the people that I wanted to mourn the life that I thought I would have, or mourn the ideas that mourn something, mourn a career, mourn a person, mourn anything. A lot of times I found myself coping, and I found myself just dealing with it. Coping and dealing is not the same with healing. And so this book has really taught me that. I hold this dear to my heart. Like, I'm very thankful for this book. Now, of course, where would I be without this one? This book, Relationship Goals, is by Pastor Michael Todd, and I talk about Pastor Michael Todd a lot. I love what he has done. I'm so thankful to even have this book, to stumble across him, because like I said, everything happens for a reason, nothing by coincidence. And this book is about dating, marriage, and sex, how to win in dating. This one is, I don't want to say like The Wait. It's not like The Wait at all. And I remember when the lady was telling me about reading The Wait, I was like, well, I already have a staple like relationship book. However, it is a lot different. It goes through different things about if you're dating someone. There's a chapter that really told me about myself. I was dating somebody and realized that that was not the person that I should have been dating. We just did not align morally, values. The person that you're dating should ultimately push you towards God. And if you're dating someone who is not pushing towards God, or if you're not dating intentionally, this book will get you all together. This is the last book because I have so many books, and I start off with one. I only read one book at a time. So once I finish one book, I move on to the other, unless it's like an exercise book, like the Stephen book, How to Heal After a Heartbreak. Now this one is by Brian Tracy, and it is called No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline. Now self-discipline, a lot of people, okay, I'll speak more for myself. Self-discipline, when I think about self-discipline, I think mainly about like exercise, dieting, having the discipline to eat right, having the discipline to, I don't know, maybe study for a test. When I think about self-discipline, I never really thought about my relationships and the relationships that I kept. And so this book overall is not about relationships. It's just about self-discipline as a whole, and to give you an outlook on things that you can do to help with your discipline in order to live a good life. So if you cannot show up for yourself, how do you expect anyone else to show up for you, sis? We're living our best lives I don't want to say all year, for the rest of our life. We're walking in our best lives. Next, I'm going to talk about journals. Podcasts. Next, see, I was ready. I'm ready. Next, I'm talking about podcasts and influencers that I listen to on a day-to-day basis. I am going to be uploading a video on like my day-to-day, I guess, routine. So yeah, and I'll be giving you a life update. However, this is in no particular order. The first podcast, where's my phone at? Because I want to show y'all. The first podcast I'm going to want y'all to look at is called Black Girls Heal. Even if you are not a black girl watching this video, I do want you to check out her podcast. I'm so grateful that I ran into her podcast. And the funny thing is, I ran into her podcast from like, you know how they recommend you things. So basically the purpose of the Black Girls Heal podcast by Sheena, y'all visit out her website, everything. I'm gonna play y'all the intro because
Welcome to the Black Girls Heal podcast, where we talk about changing unavailable relationship patterns, healing unresolved trauma, and building a healthy relationship with first you and then others. Every episode, we will talk about actionable advice that you can apply today to break unhealthy patterns and grow your self-worth.
So there you go. That is the purpose of Black Girls Heal podcast. You can go to her website. Sheena has like a lot going on. She has the podcast. She has a recovery school. She has free master classes if you go and sign up and put your email below. And she's also having like an event coming up like in Valentine's Day in 2021. So y'all can check that out. Like I said, this is not sponsored. This is just like me. I love y'all. I want y'all to be the best versions of yourself, just like I want to be the best version of me. That is the first podcast I'm going to share with you all. Now, the second podcast, this is actually how I found Sheena Black Girls Heal. I was listening to A Feminine Impression, and that is by Dr. Michelle. A Feminine Impression explores the purpose of her podcast. She also has a YouTube channel, so yeah, she has a YouTube channel. But the purpose of A Feminine Impression is to explore femininity, how it can help you, how it can cultivate your life, and also not only with yourself, with other relationships that you keep, whether it's friendships, whether it's through dating, or whether it's yourself. And I've learned a lot from Dr. Michelle, and she mentioned she has a podcast about gratitude, and she mentioned the book, the gratitude book, and I was like, well, oh my goodness, I have to purchase the book. And from Dr. Michelle is how I found Sheena Black Girls Heal. So this is A Feminine Impression. It looks like such. I really hope y'all can see this. I'm not sure, but it will be linked down below. My third podcast that I listened to, well, I actually listened to another one, but I'm not sure. She hasn't uploaded in a while. So my third podcast is called Quality Queen Control by Aisha Christina. Quality Queen Control, I actually follow her. I follow Aisha Christina on YouTube, and she started her podcast not too long ago. And her YouTube channel is about like relationships, things to avoid when you're in the dating scene, red flags, like any and everything about self-love, you all. And I do want to share from one of her videos one of the commandments that she says. So she has written down 10 commandments, and I actually have this 10 women empowerment commandments written down, and I look at this whenever I need to. When I was really going through it, I had this in my mirror, and I was reading this out to myself every day. So look, where there's a will, there's a way, okay? So her 10 commandments: I will not play hard to get, I will be easy to lose. I will only accept mutual relationships. I will only accept apologies with changed behavior. I will always trust my intuition. I will not be used for sex. I will take care of my body and nourish my mind. I will not ignore red flags. I will prioritize myself. I will strive to cultivate emotional intelligence. I will make no exceptions to my boundaries. And so every day I found myself saying these things just to remind myself. There was a time that I was breaking all of these things. I was ignoring red flags just because I wanted to see the good in people and everything. That's a whole nother video for another chance, but check her podcast out. And the last podcast I want to let you all know about, she hasn't uploaded in a while, however, I mean, y'all can catch up. It's called Goddess Confessions, and it's Connect, Grow, and Evolve. And hers are basically about affirmations to Black women. Hers are a lot shorter than all of the other podcasts I share. I like longer podcasts, like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, stuff like that. But if you're somebody who likes shorter things to listen to, Goddess Confessions is one of them. Her podcasts are like 10 minutes, 13 minutes, 8 minutes. One of them was like 4 minutes. Self-love journeys, the awakening, losing friends along the journey, how to level up, affirmations for yourself. So everything is just about self-love, which I'm just in love with it. So I hope you all check out all of those people that I've mentioned. And now I'm going to talk to you all about the journals that I use on kind of like a day-to-day basis. Now, in my post-grad depression video, I talked about journaling and writing a syllabus for your life, or a syllabus for yourself, to keep you on a path. So the first journal it's just a notebook that I kind of keep but I'll tell you about this journal. This one is actually just a regular notebook that I keep. It's like a cute little journal. It says, "Don't let them tame you," that I got from Target. This is where I keep all of my notes from some of the podcasts that I told you all about. That's where I wrote down my 10 commandments of being an empowered woman, but I had to rip it out because I put it in my mirror, like I told you, to say it every day. So it's like a lot of notes and stuff. I put some sermon notes in here as well. There's something about like trusting yourself and stuff like that. So whenever I feel really bad, or I need like a little pick-me-up, or I'm dwelling and not walking in gratitude, I go back to this and to this journal and these notes, and I read over certain things. So everything has a title. I have one for worry and anxiety. I have one for if I'm not trusting myself right now. I have something for everything. The Finish Strong one is the one that I find myself flipping to a lot, and I just wanted to let you know that the gift of pain is perspective. And I find myself like telling myself that every day. This is something that I go back to. So whenever you have something positive, I encourage you all to just get a plain journal and write things down, so that when you feel bad or when you're not walking in gratitude, you can go back and look at it. Now, the second thing I want to mention, this is something I've mentioned on my Instagram story. If you follow me on Instagram, if not, go ahead and follow me, sis. It's my name, just like on YouTube. It's at Imani_Bailey. Now, this is called Burn After Writing. Have I mentioned this in YouTube video? I don't know, but this is called Burn After Writing, and this book explores your past, present, and as well as your future. And it is an interactive journal. Of course, I'm gonna show y'all parts that aren't. It's very cute. So it's laid out in different ways. And this one is I am. Right now you can put anxious or calm, and you're supposed to circle one. The first song that came to my head right now is, if I were to win the lottery this amount would be enough for me. If I could pick up the phone right now and call one person, living or dead, who would it be? So just as you thinking about, they have like the last word, where it's like all of your last film, last book, last concert, last time I cried, last song I listened to, last time I was scared, last time I danced, last time I was angry, last time I laughed, last time I was drunk. So it has things that you could, just experience and jot down. This one, I am an advocate for this book. I haven't finished it yet. I do a little bit at a time, but like, it just reminds me of, they have like word association in here, 5 things I love to hate. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy am I with my life? How in control do I feel right now? I could read to you all of the things that it has in this book, but it has a lot. So y'all can check that out. This is the journal. It's called Burn After Writing. And it says, how honest can you be when no one is watching? So I thought it was like cute. You write this all down, you could like burn after writing. So, but yeah, so that's one of my journals that I do like sporadically of my journal. So I keep different journals for different things. Now the average person might just have one journal, or one planner, one journal. However, different journals are for different things. The Burn After Writing one is just to like explore myself, and if I'm sitting down and I'm not watching TV, I'm actually doing something that's kind of productive. This one is a journal is mainly for my YouTube. So this one doesn't have days attached to it, which I love. Every page is like this. I got this from Target, and so I can just put the week up here, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, put what I'm going to do, and then I'll put right here the title of the video, and what I'm going to be filming, when I'm going to be uploading, stuff like that. So this is just like a regular planner, but if you don't plan, what is the saying? I keep messing it up, but y'all know what I'm talking about. What? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So just keep that in mind. This might not be a journal, it's a planner. However, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Now the next one, and it's kind of a lot, so I didn't want to add any other like journals right now to it. This is actually a planner, but it's like a journal and planner. It has a lot going on. We're gonna walk through it for a bit. Now this one is called In Pursuit of Purpose, 90 Days to Finding Your God-Given Purpose, and it's by Sydney Jones. Funny little story. I found this on TikTok. I was scrolling on TikTok, and it was a TikTok with Pastor Sarah Jakes, and it was like her audio, and it was a woman like talking about how not everyone can come with her, and she flashed this journal, and I was like, what is this? I gotta find it because it's like In Pursuit of Purpose, and I'm like, it was right after I made the post-grad video, and I made the video weeks ago, but I just posted it, but it was something that I needed. Like I said, nothing is by accident in this world. So I found this. I ended up finding Sydney Jones's website. At first I saw the price of the journal, and I was like, this is the most I ever paid for a journal, but I wanted to support her, and because I went to her Instagram, I was like, oh, she sounds like she seems like a genuine woman. So I wanted to support her, and I bought the journal. Now at the front, it talks about your commitment to staying for 90 days. And then it talks about why she created this planner, which I love. Like, I really love this. And then it talks about understanding your purpose. What does God say about your purpose? And it also has all these verses, and they're actually categorized, is that the word? For you. So if you need like another pick-me-up about faith, you can come here and look at what she has down and go to the Bible and read it. And then this right here is I want to say one of my favorite parts of this journal. It's an affirmation that you repeat every morning for 90 days, or every day for 90 days, or actually however long you want to repeat this thing, okay? The first time I read this affirmation, I cried. Y'all know I'm a crier. I cried because it was just so powerful, y'all. And throughout this journal, at the beginning, there's like a lot of grunt work, and you have to sit. It took me like, I want to say like an hour maybe, or you have to sit and with yourself and with God to figure out, things that you need, things that you're lacking. What does success look like to you? Your achievements, envisioning yourself, the self that you are right now, and the self that you want to be in the future. The desires of your heart, envisioning God's purpose for you on this earth. There's a vision board in here. different goals, your strategy for those goals. There's a lot, y'all. Like I told y'all, there's a lot. So for the next 90 days, it gives you a routine to do, honey. I've been falling off for the past couple days, I'm not gonna lie, but making this video is putting me back on. There's a routine that you need to do for a daily routine. There's a weekly reflection, and then after the weekly reflection, there's a monthly reflection. So let's go into one, like a day. So in a day, I do this every morning. Well, for the past couple of days, I have been I did fall off, but I do this every morning. This is what it looks like. Like, it's a planner, but it's a journal, like I said. It has, you put in the date up here, and then it says, I'm so happy and grateful now that, and then you put your schedule, things and people you're grateful for, like I talked about in the beginning of the video, walking in gratitude. Today, what will you do? How have I served today? Victories today, tomorrow's focus, and daily affirmation. So you have that daily, and then weekly you have a reflection, and then monthly you have a reflection. And then at the start of every week, you have what you plan to do for the week, your goals for this week, and everything, so on and so forth. So this is a very powerful book. I appreciate this book. I'm so happy I found this book. I told all my friends about it. I did post it on Instagram. A lot of you all were asking about it. Every time I post something, y'all ask me, you're like, oh my gosh, like, when are you gonna do a video about these things? So that is all that I have for you all. So yeah, that is all that I have for you. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I love you so much. Go check out everybody. Go check out the books. Go check out the podcast. Go check out the planners. Go check out the journals. Go check out everything. Find your routine. Remember to be grateful. Do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow can worry about itself. Be grateful, walk in gratitude, be your best self, love on yourself, and stay true to yourselves. And I'll see y'all in the next video.